Hello everyone, and welcome to another English Scrum video lesson. I'm Andy. In today's video, we're delving into a topic that often confuses English learners. What's the difference between saying, I'm excited and I'm exciting? Or John is annoyed? Or John is annoying? Let's cover this once and for all so that we can understand this very important usage in English. Even from advanced English level students, I sometimes hear errors about this. However, using the wrong word here might express a very different meaning from what you actually want to say. So, first we'll be discussing how dangerous making this small error is. Next, we'll discuss each grammar point in detail. Then, I'll show you many examples where you might make mistakes. And finally, we'll have a check test. Are you ready? Let's get started. First of all, let me show you the difference between the following two sentences. John is annoyed. John is annoying. The only difference between these two sentences seems to occur at the end of the word annoy with ed and ing for annoyed and annoying. This difference might seem small, but actually, it's a huge difference in meaning. First, let's talk about John is annoyed. This sentence explains John's emotional feeling. To give more context, maybe John lost a client today, so he feels annoyed. Or maybe he misplaced his phone, so he is feeling annoyed. Now, let's talk about the sentence, John is annoying. This sentence explains how the speaker describes John. To give more context, imagine that John tells inappropriate jokes. So you think John is annoying. You are describing John's behavior. So if I hear you say, John is annoying, I understand that you don't like John's behavior. As you can see, these two sentences, John is annoyed and John is annoying, both have very different meanings. Now, let's look into more examples of similar words that use ed and ing at the end, and how we can use these two different forms correctly. When we use the ed form of an adjective, we're talking about a person's emotional feeling. For instance, I'm surprised. I'm bored. I'm tired. I'm interested. She is excited. He's confused. He's embarrassed. As you might notice, with these words that end in ed, the subject should be someone like a person or animal, because only people and animals have emotion feelings, and we use the ed form to describe the subject's emotional feeling. But when we use the ing at the end of the word, we're describing something from the speaker's view, not the subject's view. Look at these diagrams. As I explained, the ed form describes the subject's feeling. I'm surprised. She's surprised. The dog is surprised. But the ing form describes the subject from the speaker's view, not the subject's view. The movie is surprising. The sales growth is surprising. His actions were surprising. All right, next, let me show you many examples. Let's compare the ed form and ing form. I'm bored. The amusement park is boring. She's excited to write books. The book she wrote is exciting. John is tired of his job. This job is tiring. He was surprised. The party was surprising. I'm interested in this job. The job is interesting. Tom is confused by a new rule the company made. The new rule that the company made is confusing. Sarah is always relaxed at the beach. The beach is relaxing. Alex is amazed by the movie. The movie is amazing. I was embarrassed when I made a mistake during my presentation. Making a mistake during my presentation was embarrassing. I was shocked at the news. The news was shocking. Now, here's a commonly used word that has an irregular form outside the ing form. Let's talk about scared versus scary. Look at these two examples. I'm scared of going out late at night, so I usually don't. You might notice that the word scared describes the subject's feeling, and the word scared ends in ed, so that's regular. But now, look at this sentence. I thought that the horror movie was scary. Scary describes the subject from the speaker's view, not the subject's view, but it does not end in ing, like the word exciting or boring. It is an irregular form of the word. All right, everybody. I think that the difference between these two forms is getting clearer and clearer. So now, let's do a check test just to make sure. Please pick the answer that you think is right. Are you ready? Here we go. Our vacation in Hawaii was so... The answer is relaxing. Our vacation in Hawaii was so relaxing. I met Mike yesterday and he is... The answer is interesting. I met Mike yesterday and he is interesting. I worked really hard on the slides for my presentation, so I'm not nervous at all, but I'm... The answer is excited. I worked really hard on the slides for my presentation, so I'm not nervous at all, but I'm excited. When Kate was promoted to manager, she was visibly... The answer is surprised. When Kate was promoted to manager, she was visibly surprised. My friend has been looking for a job for 6 months. She hasn't been able to find anything good so far, so she recently has been... The answer is annoyed. My friend has been looking for a job for 6 months. She hasn't been able to find anything good so far, so she recently has been annoyed. I think that mosquitoes are so because they always seem to bite me. The answer is annoying. I think that mosquitoes are so annoying because they always seem to bite me. I was when my boss told me that he was quitting this month. The answer is shocked. I was shocked when my boss told me that he was quitting this month. I was that the client would not like the product. The answer is scared. I was scared that the client would not like the product. When Angela met the CEO, Barbara Fisher, she thought that she was... The answer is amazing. When Angela met the CEO, Barbara Fisher, she thought that she was amazing. All the employees were by the sudden merger of the two companies. No announcements had been made prior. The answer is confused. All the employees were confused by the sudden merger of the two companies. No announcements had been made prior. The statement Jim made in the meeting was... The answer is shocking. The statement Jim made in the meeting was shocking. The new movie actually was not so... The answer is scary. The new movie actually was not so scary. All right, everyone. Here, we covered this very important grammatical topic. Please go back and watch the video again, and remember this point when you have your next conversation in English. That's all for today, everybody. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video.